Hey YouTube, I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. We're gonna make a video today. We're gonna fix up this ROHL kitchen faucet, single handle kitchen faucet. The issue is with this thing, and I'm gonna pan down, okay? I don't have my camera crew today. Okay, all right, here's the ROHL Country Kitchen faucet. The issue with this is this whole spout, it came out and the water was shooting up. So the lady called me last week. So the lady called me up and I came right over, and the issue was, well, first off, let me show you the way she's got like this step down counter, and there's only like a couple of inches behind the faucet to work, but there's a little set screw right back here that takes a regular bladed screwdriver, but like a regular screwdriver, it won't fit. So I had this little screwdriver that it's got like a Phillips on one side, and so I was able to like figure out that I could take this and actually fit it down here and get this little set screw. But actually, when I came here, I'm going to show you what it looked like when I came here that day. If I can get this set screw out. Okay, so when I came here that day, this was completely off. This whole spout assembly was off. And the little set screw, which I will show you, it's very tiny and it's specialized. Okay, so that's the set screw. We'll let the autofocus catch up. That's the set screw, and it's a specialized little screw. It's not just like a Allen key screw or something like that. It's like threaded part way, and then the other part is just a little nub. Now, luckily, I found the little set screw. It was on the countertop. It was a couple of feet away, but I knew it had to be somewhere, so I cleared off the countertop, and I did find it. And I'm gonna like put it right here. And you can see it like blends in. I mean, it's there, but who can see with this granite countertop? All right, so anyway, then I inspected this spout. Now, let me put my glasses on, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, although I did take a picture and send it to ROHL, and they were able to see it. There's a little ridge, let me get a pointer. There's a little machined-in ridge in this bottom of this spout here, and it is, can you see it right there? It's deformed, it's bent out of shape. That little brass ridge right there, it's bent out of shape. Okay, which it's a really thin little machined ring. I mean, if it was up to me, when I designed this thing, the way this is, where it comes up and comes out, it's really like a lever, and every time, or a fulcrum, I should say, and every time you touch this, the force at the bottom of this is like magnified by 10. So this thing, I think they put in 2001 or something like that, which make about 10, 12 years old. So, you know, this little thing bent, and then the set screw got past it and it popped out. Okay, so what I did was is I emailed ROHL, because I've dealt with them before. I'm not the homeowner, so it's a little tricky dealing with them, but I emailed my connection over at ROHL, and they're very nice over there in the customer service department. And I sent them a little picture of what I thought that was a bent little ring there, and told them what the problem was. And they said, yeah, indeed, that ring does look deformed. You know, they probably dealt or starting to deal with these like crazy now, because the age of these things and the force on that little ring. So he knew exactly what I was talking about. Told me that they would need like, it would be warranted, but they would need like proof of purchase, or else we'd have to go through the retailer. All right, so, I finished up the email with him, and I told him I'll talk to the homeowner and we'll contact you guys later. Now, she is on record with them, because if you watch my other ROHL video, we warranted the soap pump and the cartridge for the faucet from them. So she was on record. So when she was able to call them on the phone, we didn't need proof of purchase or anything like that, because she was already on record. So ROHL was nice enough to send us, and it only took like, I was here Friday and today is Wednesday, so 4 business days, and they sent us, apparently, hopefully it's the right finish, but they sent us a replacement spout, and I also asked for a new set screw while I was at it. And I double checked, the replacement spout apparently comes, according to them, comes with a new aerator. What the hell is that beeping? Comes with a new aerator, and it comes with a new O-ring, and then there's 2 spring rings on here. The top and bottom are a spring ring, the middle's an O-ring, and that's the aerator. So they said it comes with and by the way, that's just for show. It doesn't do anything. So let's see what indeed ROHL has sent us. Seems to be packaged very nicely. Oh, and they sent a return. They want the old one. Darn it, I thought I'd be able to get away with like 5 pounds of scrap glass, but apparently they want the old one. Okay, so, all right, here they sent us some instructions, and here it is. Still can't tell the finish because it's wrapped up in this bubbly wrap. Oh, look at that. It comes in a little sachet from ROHL. Okay. It's the correct finish. Okay, so they've sent us a replacement spout. It has an aerator in it. Oh, and it's got a little protective cover. And yes, it does have... Oh, and they've redesigned it. What do you know about that? Just what I was talking about. That's a bad design. They've redesigned it. Okay, so the... let's see if we can show you the redesign. Very excited about this. Okay, so if you can see so this top spring ring on this one is in like a set position with that little brass that got bent. But this new one, the top spring ring, and it's got a very thick brass area where that set screw goes. And the spring ring is actually open in the back where the set screw goes. Very nice job, ROHL. I'll give you kudos on that. I'll give you your ups. So installing this thing's going to be very easy. We basically just slip it in and put that set screw back in. ROHL is great. They actually sent the new set screw. It's right there. Lubricant on it already, which is probably just silicone, which I have because, you know, I'm a professional. So even if it didn't, I would have it. But good job, ROHL. Okay, I'm going to put a little auxiliary lighting here so we can see that set screw goes right in there. So the one thing I want to do is just clean up inside of here with a paper towel. Although I cleaned the other day, but when I was here on the emergency call, but there was a lot of black grease and stuff in there. All right, so that's cleaned up. We're just going to make sure that, well, let's read the instructions they sent us. Ensure that the gap at that top spring ring, you want to ensure the gap, see that gap there? That the gap is where the set screw is. So we're going to turn the gap to the back of the faucet. Okay, get it? The faucet is straight and the gap is at the back. So we know the set screw is going to go right into that gap. We just place this down in there. As far as it will go. At the bottom, in other words, you don't want any space. You want it seated completely with no gap. So taking my nylon mallet, there we go, it just seated. And indeed the new set screw, I've just looked through the plastic, is an Allen, but it's a metric, it's a 2mm, so make sure you don't use your standard wrench set because you'll probably strip it out. You want to have a metric Allen key set. Okay? This is the American Allen key set, and this is my metric Allen key set. So it's a 2mm metric. 2mm is metric. So just sizing it up. There we go. That's our 2mm. Okay, and I do have a little room back here to work. That's good. Okay, so the Allen keys make it nice because you can kind of put the set screw on the Allen key and get it in there. Okay, there we go. It's seated. Now I just want to snug it up. Great. Okay, job is done. Let us move you guys back a little bit, and we're gonna just check for leaks and stuff. But with all those O-rings in there, as long as it's seated the way it's supposed to be, you're not gonna have any leaks. Very impressed with this ROHL company on the redesign and on their customer service. The only thing that I'm a little upset about is that I don't end up with the scrap brass. They apparently want it back. Okay. So let's clean up this countertop a little bit and just double check for leaks. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, thanks for watching, my YouTube friends. Please sub while you're here, because that really helps me out with this YouTube gig. I'm gonna pack this stuff back up for her with the return ticket on the box, so she could ship it back to them. Any questions or comments? You know, that's what that box underneath this video is there for, so feel free. I'm also, if I remember, I'm going to put the 800 number for ROHL's customer service. Although, you know, maybe I'm not going to do that, because, I mean, if you're watching me, you're on the internet, just put in your search bar, ROHL customer service, and you'll get their 800 number. It's just in the past, I've been asked by lawyers for certain companies to take videos down because I mentioned their phone number in it or something like that. So, maybe I won't, but I'm saying it, how to get the number, and it's easy enough. So, see you later.